I could put you in the brig for what you've done, but I won't do it.
What the hell's going on out here?
Talking Dicks Comedy Podcast, Volume 194. We're a spinoff of the web series, The Two Dicks. It's on YouTube. Check it out, The Two Dicks. We got a new episode coming up at some point. I'll ask Alfred all about it. But that is Al Ducharme. He is in, I believe, Rhode Island. He's in Rhode Island. He'll tell us where. I'm in Clearwater, Florida. Alfred, tell us where you are and how's it going today.
That's right, Rhode Island, not that shithole Long Island. You know, those people are wackadoos.
I agree. I left there long ago.
That was a joke.
No affiliation. No, we have a few Long Island listeners,
absolutely. That was a joke because I would, with my accent back in the day when I first started out. Where you from? I go Rhode Island. Long Island. What part? No, Rhode Island. And so it's Rhode Island. It's two words, but we put it together and say Rhode Island. It's an accent thing. Yes. It's an accent thing. Okay. I'm here.
You've been there. You've been there a little bit now, right? A couple of weeks.
No, well, we were in New England. We did Vermont. We did the Nantucket Comedy Festival. We, meaning me and myself and Bernadette Pauly. And we are now in Rhode Island. I will be inducted. By the time this airs, right now I'm a future Hall of Famer. But by the time this airs, I'll be officially inducted into the Rhode Island Comedy Hall of Fame.
Yes, sir.
Which includes stand-up comedians, writers, comedic actors. Ruth Buzzy of Laugh-In fame was inducted previously to me. And they're trying to get the Farrelly brothers because they are originally from Rhode Island.
Yeah, you'd think. I mean, those guys, you know, how funny were, I mean, and those, they had such a string of, remember whatever, was that the 90s or 2000s with the, 90s was something about Mary. And then from then on, it just, but you know, one of my favorite movie of theirs, which is getting, I guess, now talked about again, but Kingpin. Yeah. I think that was their best work. I love that movie.
Yeah, I enjoyed that. The Bill Murray and Woody Harrelson chemistries and whatnot. Yeah. So good.
Bill Murray just fucking with the hair going and I forget the character's name right now, but God, he's funny. And the Amish, Randy Quaid is an Amish guy. That's really good.
I would say that, and because that one's really way out there. But also, there's something about Mary I really enjoyed. I really had all the levels of ridiculousness that I like, and there's a lot of local comics from the Boston area, Lenny Clark, Don Gavin, and that Cameron Diaz, who's coming out of retirement back into film work, she just was a doll in that movie.
That was that the first time. No, The Mask was her first movie, and that was like, whoa, who's this? And then you see that. I was listening to a pod with Ben Stiller was on, and he was saying he was such a prick when he was young, and he's like, I thought I knew how to make movies, and I'm telling the Farrelly brothers, the sperm on the ear. The thing is, he goes, maybe we got to do a scene like a flashback where I'm a kid and I lose feeling in my ear because I'm going to have sperm hanging and I'm not going to feel that. That's going to be weird. Like, why wouldn't I feel that? It doesn't make sense. I'm not going to feel it. And they just looked at him like, it's going to be fine, Ben. Just like, it'll be fine. And then he goes, I see it and I was completely wrong. But he goes, I really felt like, well, that doesn't make sense. The guy would feel sperm hanging from his ear. We have to show why that doesn't. And they're like, that's fine, Ben. You can just walk away.
You're going to be so excited. Your balls are so excited to have this hot chick come over. That's why he's jerking off, so he doesn't premature ejaculate. That's the whole thing. I'm for the listeners. It's for the listeners, Al.
For our 11-year-old listener who never saw the movie. Like, who doesn't see the movie? Everyone knows why he was jerking off. We get it.
I was giving them a little background.
Yeah, little background. So tonight's the big night, even though this will be heard next week. But tonight is the induction. You got your speech ready? You ready to thank everyone?
Yeah, I'm gonna have notes.
Of me will be fine.
Yes,
a brief mention. You don't have to go. Don't go too crazy. But
I already have 5 minutes on you.
Thank you.
It's not good. It's not good.
What the fuck?
No, I'm gonna do. It's gonna be brief because it's gonna go right into the regular comedy show. So there's gonna be someone welcoming everybody. Then there's Ace Aceto will be doing my induction, and then Charlie Hall is gonna be hosting the actual comedy show. So it's just gonna be brief. It's not gonna be a long thing, and I'm just gonna thank the right people. I have some bullet points, but I definitely will write down all the names because if you miss one name, that sucks. You know.
And then we'll put it on the Patreon, the picture you and your bust. I always like that picture where the guy stands behind the bust of himself. We'll put that on the Patreon. You know, I always love that Hall of Fame moment.
You know,
stand behind the bust.
There's not a bust. It's a caricature that's going to hang on the Comedy Hall of Fame wall.
Oh, that's fun too. That's good.
Which is inside the comedy park, which is the comedy club. So it's kind of weird. It's the interesting enough.
Mm-hmm.
This is called the Historic Park Cinema. It used to be a cinema, and they had two movie theaters, two small movie theaters of about 600 seats each, 550. And now they've taken down the wall, and it's a entertainment venue.
Oh,
it's a 92-year-old building, and they used to do vaudeville, and then they did movies. They did
Did you do
films.
vaudeville there? Did you ever perform there? You were I remember when you were like 3, you used to tap dance with your brothers. Did you ever work that theater back in?
I had an organ grinder and a monkey as well.
I know, but wasn't that you with your 3 brothers tap dancing in vaudeville?
Yes, I was one of the original Jacksons.
Oh, okay.
I had no childhood.
You've been working since, and it's done well. Now you're getting into a goddamn Hall of Fame. Rhode Island.
It just means I've been doing it too long and I'm old. That's all it means.
Well, they've recognized you. They've given you the key to Cranston.
Yes.
And you're allowed to go to the Wawa and
we don't have Wawa's, pal. We have Dunkin' Donuts on every corner, and we have
no Wawa.
The Miss Cranston Diner, which was an old hang. Wienerama.
Miss
Dell's
Cranston?
Lemonade.
Oh, I remember Dell's.
Yeah. Basically, it's sugar and ice.
Right. With the lemon in it, right?
Yeah.
Like a slice of lemon in there.
And the wax cup had a picture of a lemon cut, and it said Dell's across the front of it and some lines.
Goddamn, that was good, though.
And they had Dell's lemonade trucks. They would just sell lemonade, and it was it. And some guy who was getting like less than minimum wage because he was getting a percentage of his sales, would just take a big scooper and go, "Here you go, kid."
Yeah, but those guys, they sold drugs and fireworks.
Oh yeah,
on the side. So that truck was,
that was a total.
There's a lot going on in there. There was a lot going on in that.
That was a.
Plus, we were back in the day. They weren't. We didn't know they were, sexual deviants and criminals and things. They shouldn't be in neighborhoods. But
you knew.
I
knew. That's why you were running out there first, ahead of all the other kids.
I'm
first. I'm first. Well, there. Oh, look who it is. That's little Al George Romas. You get to come inside behind the curtain.
I don't care for this story. It's taking a weird twist. I don't like it.
I agree. I stopped.
I don't like it. But it's good that we're both on land right now. You're in a hotel. I'm in Clearwater, and we're off of the boats. I just got off the ship yesterday, and you've had a nice break of a couple weeks of no, ship comedy. I did 2 weeks, 20 shows in 14 days, which sounds like a lot, but you remember the days of 36 shows or something in 2 weeks. So not as bad, but still a lot of shows.
That's a lot of shows. 28 to 30. Yeah, in 2 weeks I've done that before. That's crazy.
Yeah.
No, that's good. That's good for you. Now, when you go, you're downshifting. You're on fire. You're quick.
Yeah, man.
You can handle any situation.
No, it is good. And I'll tell you, though, that, these cabin attendants, I mean, the ship is not staffed fully. These guys are working their ass off. I mean, everyone there is just working their ass off. And but these cabin attendants, I don't know about you, I just run out of shit. It's like seeing a neighbor every minute. I run out of shit to say. I don't have anything left. And I look out my door. The guy is always lingering in front of my door, hanging. And I just go, "Hey, man. Hey, buddy. Hey." And goes, "Everything good?"
Maybe he used to drive a Dell's lemonade truck, and he remembers you.
It's possible, I guess. I did enjoy a Dell's. I do goddamn like that. But so the guy made me, and I'm alone. You're alone when we do the cruises. We work. We're just working. That's why we're there. So the guy made me an elephant out of towels, and he put it on the bed. It's nice. Okay, I don't need one, but thank you, very nice. And then I walk down the hall. Now, do you say anything to the guy about it, or do you just go, "Hey, good evening, how you doing?" Do you say anything? Because the guy came up to me and asked me. He goes, "Hey, did you get the elephant?" Well, what do you mean? Did I get it? You put it on the bed. He goes, "Did you get the elephant?" I go, "Yeah," and I go, "Yeah." He goes, "Like now, I don't know what to say. I'm in a conversation I don't know how to deal with. Did I get the elephant?" I go, "Yeah." Now I'm yes, I enjoyed it very much.
I think it's code. I think he may be.
What is this? I don't know.
He could be bisexual. He likes you and elephants.
Yeah.
Maybe he had his way with the elephant, rolled it up and put it on your bed. And he's like, "Did you get the elephant?"
I'm open to any of these because I don't know.
You want the real thing?
So then I go, yeah. And he goes, I go, yeah, thanks. Thank you. And then I walk off. And then the next night I walk in and there's a monkey, but hanging on a hanger.
Did you get the monkey?
Near the window. Did you get the monkey? But it disturbed. It looks like the thing's committing suicide when I walk in the room. It's very disturbing. What the fuck? Is this a message he's sending me? Like the elephant, or you'll be like the monkey, fucking hanging. I can't do this. Jesus.
He's practicing voodoo for crying out loud.
It's a lot of pressure.
The monkey looked just like me. It was.
Well, it's weird too because now they carry little they have those little fake eyes. They put them on the towel, like they're they're
spooky.
Up in their towel animal game, and they got little eyeballs and like. But I want to go, and again, I appreciate. I don't want to sound like a guy I'm not appreciate, but you don't have to do it for me. I'm working. No. I don't need a towel animal. Get in, throw some towels in there for me, and leave. That's all you.
Does he know that you're the comedian?
He does, yes.
Because usually when they know that you're the entertainer, they don't give you the monkey or the elephant.
He gave me the monkey, all right, if you know what I mean. But I'm going to get the elephant next time I go back.
Well, that's painful. Yeah, I can handle the monkey, but the elephant is just too much.
You can do a good elephant noise. Give us an elephant.
That sounded like a balloon deflating, right?
I don't know. It was not an elephant.
It wasn't an elephant.
No.
It was you when you're
a Hall of Famer, for God's sake. Sound effect Hall of Famer. Rhode Island.
That was you when you're getting the elephant. That's what that was.
Moon River.
Fletch.
Woo. Do any time in prison, Doc? They're remaking it, Fletch. Oh, they redid it already. It's coming out. John Hamm as Fletch.
Oh, I think I knew that. Yeah.
Which it looks good, but they're going from the books I was reading. It's not going to be the Chevy Chase Fletch. So he's not wearing dumb disguises, but it's more from the books. It's over the top, but it's from the book, and we're sticking to the book where the movie was different.
I think we touched upon this. As I said before, yeah. John Hamm has comedic timing, as he demonstrated in Bridesmaids. In
30 Rock, he was funny.
Yeah. So I kudos to him. I'm going to go see it, and also, Buzz Lightyear is been made, and Chris Evans, guy from Massachusetts, who Chris Evans is, the actor, correct?
Yeah, sure.
He took
Captain
over
America.
The voice. Yeah, he took over the voice over Tim Allen, Captain America, exactly. So, but they're doing the real made up.
The real Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah,
based on the real story of the toy that came to life.
Right, exactly.
Yes.
So they're actually the toy was modeled after this real space hero guy. So they're going to be taking a serious tone to it. Interesting.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I guess I don't know. There's no movies that I want to see the Elvis. I haven't seen that Elvis movie yet. That looks pretty good, but that thing's like 3 hours too. I don't.
I'll see that.
I don't know if I want to commit 3 hours.
When does it start streaming?
To watching The King.
Thank you very much.
I wonder if they're gonna. I want to see the whole thing. I want to see him on the crapper. With the King, you all right? King, did you die in there? Come on, King. I want to see that scene.
They call him King. I don't think they call him King. It sounds like a dog.
Sonny and Red called him King.
Really?
It was called. Yeah,
the two guys. King, you in there? How about L?
King.
If he doesn't respond to King, you jump. You go L.
Wouldn't it be
L? You in there, L?
It's such a rednecky thing, man.
Elvis.
You make it, but your crew calls you King.
Wow. Wow.
King, you all right? King?
Oh, thank you very much.
Yes.
King, you need some toilet paper? Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
I'm straining there. Give me a
Since my baby left me. That's not him. Is that him?
Peanut butter. Yeah, it's him. That's the king. A little peanut butter and banana.
But the king sounds like someone is yelling for the German Shepherd.
Right.
Did you see the meme of the? It's a beach scene from, I don't know, from the 70s or so, and there's like people running out of the ocean screaming. It might be from the movie Jaws, and someone said, "This is what happens when you name your dog Shark and take him to the beach."
Ah.
It's funny. Shark.
Yeah.
Shark. Come here, Shark. Pretty funny.
Not bad.
It struck me. I was awake for 5 minutes, and I enjoyed it.
Yeah, not bad. Hey, in the news, I don't know. I wrote that Ivana Trump died. What do you know what I find interesting in that, and then I'll take your opinion on it, is MAGA, Trump, make America great, America, America, America. Meanwhile, his 2 out of 3 wives are not American. Just find that interesting. This pro-America guy has wives named Ivana and Melania. You would think he would be with a Dottie and a Barb. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but American girls are hard to make into slaves, sex slaves.
I'm just saying.
What about her death? Conspiracy theories here? Was she taken out because she had? They found the tell-all manuscript in her safe, destroyed it. They couldn't find any other copies, and they said,
give her a push down the stairs. I don't think so. I mean, I love a conspiracy theory. I don't know if anybody was really out to get Ivana Trump.
How old was she?
She was 104.
104. Okay.
So, yeah. But
no, she was
looked
in her early 70s,
93.
correct? Was she 70, 71?
At
Bernie,
least.
How old was Ivana Trump?
At least.
Was she whack? What? Hold on. What's that? Can you look it up for me? Wow, she's supposed to be my producer.
I know. Get on it. Let's go.
She's I don't know what she's doing. She's drinking coffee.
Ugh, come on.
Anyways,
what do
I don't know. That's what we were kind of thinking. It was like, was that accidental? Look up. 73? 73 years old, and she was fit.
Well, she had a bad hip. She couldn't walk. They said she hadn't come out of the house in 2 years, and I mean, I love it, a conspiracy. I mean, but I don't see the point. I don't really get it. Why they're gonna,
Okay.
So what is she gonna spill the beans on?
I was unaware of those little details. I see. This is me grabbing a sound bite and running with it without doing any fact checking.
Oh, well, I'm on a ship for the last 2 weeks, so I'm fucking reading every goddamn thing my phone, and just read and read and read, and then I am reading. I have these issues. I brought this up on the podcast where I'm sitting with my sunglasses and earbuds, kind of hat, like, hey, that's kind of the leave me alone vibe, right? And the guy put his phone in front of my face, just like this. He comes down, he puts it. It wasn't like he wanted a picture. He goes, hey, take a picture of my wife and I.
Wow.
What?
Wow.
Like, no, please, no, excuse me. Hey, take a picture of my wife and I.
Is this the same guy from a cruise about a month and a half ago? No, that you had your same thing? Whole new guy. You what was he doing? Got a light?
Oh, the lighter guy. Yeah, he put a
fingers in front of you and started doing the lighter action.
And then didn't know how to work it. And then just was like, and doing that, and I was like, you want me to do it? I'll do it for you. Here you go. But I don't know. I don't know what I have this I don't know, this vibe of people just can come up and
I'm trying to figure out if I'm completely out of my mind and I'm imagining that half of the people I'm bumping into are fucking nuts.
Well, they're half. I go. I think you're.
I'm being nice.
No, but that's of course they're nuts.
Is it pandemic and division? What's making people so like cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs? Like,
I don't know. Well, there's a lot.
It's social media.
People are not happy. People aren't happy. People aren't happy. Go on Twitter and look around a little bit.
Now, for the Civil War, I think I'm too old to be in the front line, so I'm gonna go for the nurse and just tend to wounds like Civil War.
I'm not going to. We're too old. We're not going to be involved. We get to watch.
No, I'm going to be behind. I'm going to be not in the front lines. I'm going to be like 20 miles from the battle, and I'll be in like a tent, and I'll be putting bandages on people.
Wow. So we're gonna have a civil war, which I can see happening, but we got to go tense. We got to go back.
And as soon as I see which way the war is going, who's gonna win, that's when I jump to the other side.
Of course. That's why. I was telling Kelly, because there was a drill going on, and she's like, "You have to do anything?" I go, "No, I travel with a dress and a baby, a baby doll, and anything goes down, I'm the first fucking off. I don't do. I'm out of there.
That's how I roll. A dress and a baby.
That's
doll.
Right. That's right. That's
what. Oh, I forgot my doll. Hey, kid, you're coming with me.
Yeah. But I'm not doing drills and learning how to. It's the same like on a plane. Those people you're going to save and you're going to help. No one's helping. You know what I mean?
Nobody's helping.
No. I was on United yesterday. Old plane. They had the monitor behind. The monitor, but you couldn't watch it. It didn't work because you have to use. They actually had the old credit card. It's like what?
Wow.
How old is this plane?
United.
United. Yeah.
You sure?
Too.
You sure it wasn't?
Sorry?
There was 2 N's in it.
There might have been 2 N's. Yeah. It could have been. I didn't read it carefully. I don't really. I tend to skim.
United.
United. Tampa to Newark to Tampa, and then so it's supposed to be 2 hours and 54 minutes. We landed it in 2 hours. This guy shaved off 54 minutes. I'm like, holy God,
wow.
How'd you do that? Yeah, pretty.
Because he couldn't get. Yeah, he just went at 200 feet. So maybe it was it a 727 or was it a 737?
Let me think. I think it was 727.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the slide thing.
Yeah.
They
what the hell?
Update the 737s. They try to.
It was old, man. It's an oldie when you know it, and then of course they give you the flight attendant, that team that's been there since 1958, and can I get you something? It's like, Jesus, how about a blindfold? It's they're old is my point, but not shaming them. They
no.
But they're old.
You get Brad Pitt a lot yourself, so
Well, I'd love a Coke. I don't want her to pop her arthritic finger in the process. So come on, bits, doing bits.
He's doing bits.
Doing bits.
Crying out loud. Ugh.
Yeah. Hey, let's talking. Not talking dicks. Let's talk Two Dicks, the web series that we founded a few years ago. It's on YouTube. Check them out. 1950s detectives, moronic comedies. And we have one. It's done. It's in the can. Alfredo's been mulling over it and viewing it and editing it. And how we looking on that?
Well, here's the thing.
Uh-oh.
We shot it at the end of May, correct?
Yes, sir.
And I was hoping to have it out in July. But
July 4th release.
But I went on the road for 3 weeks on land into 4 different states, inductions, produce shows. It's a lot. And I had COVID. I had COVID in between Vegas and going on the road. So I didn't have a COVID long. I had a relatively mild case of it, but nonetheless, I didn't know where it was going to go. So I haven't had a lot of time to edit. And
right.
After this trip, I will. So I'm hoping that I will have it out by the first week of August.
Woo! There we go, folks. The first week of August. The Two Dicks, Vegas Dicks, I believe, is the working title.
Yeah. Yes.
Vegas Dicks and
all-star cast.
All-star cast: John Campanera, John Bazar, Bernadette Pauly, Kelly, and you and I. And am I missing someone? I feel like I'm missing someone.
Frank.
And Frank Del Pizzo as
a cameo.
The head of security for the casino.
Yes.
Yeah, Frank. I was following his. Frank Del Pizzo is a comedian, folks. If you ever check him out on Facebook, whatever. He lost 100 pounds.
Still looking for it.
A year ago, yes, and he did some. He went to he took his Airstream. He bought an Airstream.
He won $100,000. He won $100,000.
Won 100,000. Yep, bought an Airstream, and then he drove it from Jersey to St. Louis, I think, and then had some big weekend with all these trainers. And man, Frank is into it. If you're into losing weight or thinking of it or want to lose weight, just go follow Frank Del Pizzo. He'll motivate you. He does videos every morning. He drinks those shakes, and
I do
Not
the
my
shakes,
thing,
but I add a little booze to it. Yeah.
Well, it makes it a little tastier. I'll be honest, right? Yeah, yeah. Why not? We're adults. We can have a drink if we want. You know, I had
sure
one
can.
drink. I had one drink in the 2 weeks. I broke my 2-week no drinking. Had a drink.
You got a problem.
I know.
Couldn't
Went
make
nuts.
it 14 days, huh?
Nope.
Gotta have that drink.
$15, man. $15 for
you
a
get 20%
drink.
off, right?
I didn't have my card or any that card, so no. I mean, big deal. 20%.
You're a moron.
20%. I got a tip, but that's the tip. And then I go, it was 15. I got to tip the guy 3. So if I take 20,
Was it a martini at least?
No, it was a pina colada.
Well, so did you find your penis?
See, no, that was too easy. I knew you were gonna.
You threw it right at
me or
you
my.
Threw it up. I got a bat. Comes over the plate. It's out of here.
My husband bought it for me. It was very nice of him. And no, they didn't have pina though. And the guy goes, I don't have the pina colada. I go, oh.
But your room attendant had penis, so that's.
I know. Well, it's big. He's got a big elephant cock, and I had, it was right mango colada.
All right. Does your girlfriend know that you're also a woman?
All right. I don't care I can't share. I can't share.
Of course you can. I know. I'm going to share my story because the AC just kicked back. It came back on. My air conditioner.
Yeah. Anyway, it was delicious, but I thought it was a lot of money. That's all.
It's a lot of money.
Seemed like a lot.
We check into our hotel, and I look at the thermostat, and it says 74 degrees. So I'm like, oh, let me turn it down. So I go to turn it down because it demonstrates the temperature in the actual room. And then when you hit the button, it shows what the thermostat was set on, 65. And I'm like, oh, I know it's a heat wave. It's 98 degrees outside. It's very humid. But something's wrong. So sure enough, we have the guy. I turn it off, and I wait 5 minutes. I turn it back on. It seems to work for a little while. So it's not working again. I have the guys come in. It's 81 degrees now in our room. So I have them come down. And the guy goes, yeah. He goes, yeah, these things, there's a lot of moisture out there. It's pulling the moisture through the side of the building. I'm like, it's an air conditioner. Fix it. Just go away. Mm-hmm. So he opens it up. Yeah, it's trapped a lot of water. So he takes out this tray and he fills it up with water. And then he starts emptying it he's going back and forth, emptying it in our sink. Mm-hmm. And he's just talking to us about nonsense. We're like, fix it and go away. Just fix it. He goes, that should do it. You're all set. 3 hours later.
Do you tip that guy?
No.
Okay.
No, he's not making minimum wage. He's making his
okay.
triple.
I'm confused by I don't know who to tip anymore. Everyone, I feel like
if I request something extra, I have something. Can you give me an extra pillow?
Right.
They bring it. I give him a couple of bucks.
Okay. But if he fixes your AC, he doesn't get.
No. He's making his. It's $22 an hour.
So you base tips on what you're making per hour.
No, I don't. I just threw that in. Don't trip me up here.
I'm asking though.
Don't make me look like a cheap guy.
Well, that's been done already, but I can't. The thing
he's on a different pay scale, whereas a lot of people.
All right.
He's not sure. He's got a contract. He's got 40 hours a week. He's got this hotel is his. He's got the day.
But just to interrupt for a second, like if you go get a pizza and you're picking up the pizza and then you pay for it on the iPad. And then it says tip.
I know.
15, 20, 25 or nothing. They didn't do anything, literally.
No.
So what do I don't even know what I'm doing. Do I tip? And then
I've been tipping because of the pandemic a little bit.
Yes,
but I hate when it starts off. It starts off. I'm coming there. I'm driving there. I'm walking in. I'm picking it up.
Yes.
The guy made it.
Yes.
The counter person didn't do anything.
Not a thing.
Not a thing. And it says 15, 20, 25% or other. I always hit other.
Right.
And I'll give them $1 if I'm in the mood for tipping. And I have been doing that just because of the pandemic. But the old days, no.
But it wasn't around in the old days either. It seems very, I don't know if it is from the pandemic or new, but you took the box off the oven and handed it to me. I can't, what?
Well, here's the thing. The pizza guy is not working for tips. He's got a base salary, he or she. It's usually a guy. I don't see too many women pizza makers.
No, it's a man's job. Women can't make pizza. They don't know how to make pizza. The fuck out of here.
You go back in there and make the muffins.
That's right. That's right. Yeah.
So anyways, I hate it.
Yes.
I hate it. That's why paying online in advance is kind of, you have an option. For some reason, and my parents instilled this in us, when we pick up our Chinese food, not get it delivered.
Yes.
If we had a couple of dollars, we'd throw it, if there was a jar, we'd throw it in the jar. Just for, I don't know how they divide it.
Huh. Okay.
I don't know if it's divided. I don't know if the cook sees any of it, but I've
picked up a lot of Chinese. I never think of doing that.
If there's a jar there, it says tips.
Right. What's that weird cat ceramic thing? What the fuck is that? Every Chinese restaurant has that ceramic cat.
Yeah.
And its head kind of moves. Is that a good luck thing?
Well, it's not a bad luck thing.
Well, if you don't like cats, I'm the biggest cat fan. I always wonder why it's here. And I don't know if you should have a ceramic cat at a Chinese because your food is questionable anyway.
Especially if it's the year of the rat.
Yeah, are you hinting what I'm eating here? It's a cat. That's a cat. I don't know. Anyway, the tipping, I just wanted to throw that out there. Back to your story. But I just get thrown by that whole tipping thing. I never know when to tip, who to tip, why are you tipping, So usually I'll just do it. But I feel like that seems silly.
Air conditioning malfunction story continued.
Yes.
Now, we come in last night after our show. We get back here about 11:30. Sure enough, it's 82 degrees.
A little drunk.
A buzz. And I told Bernadette, well, we didn't drive. Someone drove us.
All good. Not
so
throwing.
I said, all right, I'm calling it. So another guy comes and he does the same thing. He goes, oh yeah, it's filling up with water here. I go, yeah, but this is the second time it's happened. Blah, 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 blah.
This is at 11 o'clock at night after the show.
11:30, and it's not like we're going to move our room at this point.
No, but you're ready to.
So I told Bernadette, I go,
this thing, and this guy's in your room now.
Yeah, yeah. So he goes, he helps me out with Bernadette.
Okay.
He worked. What?
That's where I was leading. You followed perfectly. I like it.
So he fixes it. I said, Bernadette, I go, in the wee hours in the morning, I'm going to wake up in a sweat. Because I like to go to bed when it's like 69 degrees so that I can bundle up with covers. That's what I like.
Uh-huh. Yes.
Okay? So I can sleep uninterrupted. Sure enough, I wake up drenched. I pull the covers off. I'm in my underwear.
Got malaria.
I have malaria. It's ugly. It is just ugly. And when I see my wife on the outside of the covers, it's fucking hot.
Right.
She is as well, but it's warm in the room because she bundles up. She's pajamas head to toe. She's got the snorkel jacket on from the 70s, 80s.
Yeah.
She is just not into it. She hates AC.
She's not into being next to you in bed. Yeah.
Yeah. She's not into being next to me in bed. You're correct.
I don't blame her.
She
fucking wrap
closes
up
her eyes when I go near her. Say, please be someone else. Please be someone else.
That's how I felt in Vegas for a week.
She's coming over. Hold on. Ow! She pretended to slap me.
Get her name out of your motherfucking mouth.
Mouse.
You're lucky I love you.
I like when they say you're lucky. I love. Oh yeah, we're lucky, all right. You're lucky. I love you.
So I'm up for 2 hours.
Yes, sir.
Hold on. Yes, Bernadette.
Shall I talk dirty to you while you're on your podcast? Are you ready?
Yes,
I just put
please.
500 in my Roth IRA.
Oh, boner.
Ooh.
Boner. I'm trying to get her to contribute to her Roth IRA periodically throughout the year so you don't have to do it all at the end of the year.
Yeah. Have you looked at...
Silence, woman! This is a man conversation.
Isn't there a kitchen in that room? Get the fuck.
Yeah, is there a kitchen here? Use the microwave.
Get to work.
So anywho,
yes.
so I pulled the cover. So
AC man.
So at 9 o'clock this morning, so I actually fell asleep from like 7:30 to 9 because at that
puddle
point,
of your own.
A puddle of my own. 15% of your sweat is urine, by the way, just so you know.
I don't think that's true.
Look it up. Look it up. Not now. Look it up. People, if you're listening, comment below.
15%.
Up to 15% of your perspiration is urine.
I don't think that's true.
It's toxic too.
Where did you get that fact? Why would you? Is that on a Dixie?
Before
Riddle
Google.
Cup? Dixie Riddle Cup.
Yeah. All right. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Anywho, so the new guy walks in.
This is the third guy now.
I called the front desk. I said, "Listen, we had this is twice now. We got to change room." She goes, "Okay, do me a favor. I'm going to send someone up, and if it doesn't work, come right down to the desk, and we'll put you in another room. But right now, people are checking out, blah, blah, blah. It's a little busy, and we'll get you a good room. So he comes in, and he walks in, he goes, yeah, I'm here for the AC. It's this guy.
Oh, that guy.
I go, yeah, buddy. He goes, so what's wrong? I go, it's the third time. Hey, I had nothing to do with it. This is my first time here. He starts going defense mode. I wasn't me. Who was it? He goes, was it the colored guy? That's what he says. He says, was it the colored guy?
And you go, yes.
I'm like, it was the man of color. They were the African American man.
Am I being punked here?
I don't know what country he was born in.
I don't know. I don't see colors. I don't know.
I put my hand. I go, dude, stop. I go, I'm not blaming you. I'm just letting you know I didn't sleep last night, so I'm a little cranky.
Mm-hmm.
And I've asked for my room to be changed, but they want to know if you could have a look at it. I go, I just want it, if you can get it. It's 82 degrees now in my room. I go, can you get this thing down to 75 so that when we repack and move, I won't be as angry and sweating my balls off? Because I said balls off because I know that's his language.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure, pal. And he goes, it's probably this. So he pulls it all apart. He goes, yeah, this hose has a crimp in it. And the color guy, he didn't replace it. You should have replaced it. So it's just like, oh, my God. And here's the thing. This guy's in his 40s, and he's talking like he's in his 70s or 80s.
Yeah, well, that tradition will live on in the New England. It's going to live on for a while.
Holy shit!
Yeah, coloreds, they don't get the crimps out all the time. I'm telling you.
He's a nice guy. Don't get me wrong. He's never stole from me or nothing.
But he just they come a bit lazy with a crimp. I'm just saying they don't give you any extra.
So we're uncomfortable because we're trying to be sensitive white people to the whole movement.
Yes. Yeah.
And it's just not our thing, anyways. We left that far behind when we figured out it wasn't the right way to talk. We left it behind at an early age.
Colored lives matter. Come on.
Yeah. So it was all that.
And it was repaired. He repaired it. And
I saw him. No, we haven't moved rooms. I said, I got to do my podcast. So he got the temperature down to like 75 or so. And I think it's 74 right now. So I told him, I go, if this stays like this until like noon, I'm not moving. Because we do have to pack. And we have to get
and then you're out of there
I don't know
tomorrow.
what floor they're putting us on. And
Are you going home tomorrow?
No, we're going to transfer over to my friend John Kiernan. And he and his wife have a nice like 4-bedroom place. We get our own everything. Okay. They live at the end of a cul-de-sac in Cranston somewhere. It's a cute little neighborhood. So they will be accommodating us. We'll do a little grilling out on their deck, and there's like deer in their backyards. It's nuts. So we'll do that.
You grill deer?
They grill deer, yeah.
You venison?
Well, here's the thing. They're really nice people, but when they grill their deer, they do it while they're alive. So there's like...
I've heard, though, that, but
it's so good.
The taste is better. You got to do it.
It's so fucking good. If you can get past the sadistic part of it,
and the horrible screams,
and the screams,
they will get those screams. You won't sleep.
Well, they give us headphones, noise canceling headphones, deer dying canceling headphones.
That's good, because you will never sleep again. The silence of the deer will haunt you.
This is what Kelly wants. This is what Kelly wants. Kelly, you got it, kid. Sadism.
Kelly and the Coloreds want this. Yeah. This is what they want. Have you remember that band from the 50s, Kelly and the Coloreds? They were good.
They were good. Get this. One white chick, 4 black guys.
I know that was the reversal. It was good. It worked.
It was good. People loved it. Sold out.
Yeah, but I heard the Coloreds got hooked on the
Speaking
the
of
heroin.
Sold out, last night we didn't quite sell out, but we turned away like 15 people. They were homeless.
Were they colored?
They were homeless, and they were trying to get away from the heat, and they wanted AC.
They didn't let the Coloreds in. The air conditioner guy was the bouncer. You ain't getting in.
We had one couple that were Latino or Hispanic, and Darren. Who was it? Darren. His name was Darren, which I've never met a Latino man named Darren. That was interesting, but they were laughing at everything and super cool. And then everybody else was, I went to an all-white high school. We had one person of color and one Asian person, and they became like school mascots and pets. Everybody was nice to them because they were a novelty. So
I had same thing. My high school, same. We got one black dude and an Asian one, or a couple of them, but a couple of you're Orientals, but
that Oriental was the way to say Asian back in the day.
I know it changed. It changed. I remember when my mom, when she was almost 90, she would say he was a Chinese man, or Chinaman. No, a Chinaman. And I go, you can't really say that. I'm trying to tell a 90-year-old lady, you can't. I go, you can't really say that anymore.
But 90 years old, you can say whatever you want.
I think so. Yeah, you're probably right. But it was like Norm had the joke where it was like, that's really the least offensive term because he's from China and he's a man.
It's accurate.
He's a Chinaman. But
American man.
Somehow if you say it.
American woman, stay away from me.
Why did he want that? Why did he want them to stay away from him?
Because they're gold diggers. They're all gold diggers.
All American women are gold diggers? Every one of them. All right.
Every single one of them.
All right. Even your coloreds?
She's ignoring me now because she's just like, she's just an idiot. They're both idiots.
This is one of our better pods. You should pay attention.
Yeah, I think this might be up there. We might get a nod from some sort of an award show.
The Peanut Gallery may approve of this one.
It was a little bit too racist. Hey, folks, if you haven't figured out that we're mocking racism, we're making fun of it and the stupidity of it, and why it's ridiculous to say I don't see color. Al is doing that as a parody, but we do see color. Everybody sees color, and they're lying if they say that. But it would be nice if we didn't. And maybe someday, after the Civil War, we'll get there.
We are the world.
We are the children.
We are
the Chinamen.
There were no Chinamen on that song, by the way.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Well,
all right.
That's another episode of the Talking Dicks Comedy Podcast, a spinoff from the web series The Two Dicks. And if you haven't seen it, get to YouTube, check it out. We also have a Patreon page called Patreon The Two Dicks. And for as little as $5 a month, $60 a year, you're going to get so much more. You get video of this. And we throw in some extra behind-the-scenes stuff. I'm Al Ducharme, and that's my buddy right over there. Al Romas, what do you have to say?
I have to say good luck tonight with the induction and congratulations. And we'll see you next week on the Talking Dicks Comedy Podcast.
Arrivederci.
Good luck in prison.
Iceberg dead ahead. Don't forget to review us and rate us. It really helps.
The Talking Dicks became friends at a very young age, and the rest is history.
I'm losing my mind.
Patreon.com/The Two Dicks, which is named after our web series. This is the Talking Dicks Comedy Podcast. Thanks for tuning in.
What?
Done.
I didn't kill my wife. I don't care.
We'll fix it in post, you son of a bitch.
Okay, sure.
All right. Subscribe. Mary. This was a horrible mistake.
Go to patreon.com/The Two Dicks.
If you shoot me, you won't see a cent of that money. Why?
I think it ends on that. That's beautiful.